my name is Elizabeth, and let's kind of jump in. So my graphic novel is titled Fever Moon. Fever Moon. The creative team is Karen Marie Moning, if you can see that, as well as David Lawrence, Al Rio, and Cliff Rogers. Publisher, Del Rey. Length, 160 pages. So we got all that out of the way. We can kind of get down to talking about it. It is a genuine graphic novel. However, it's not a compilation. However, it is based off of a series of books written by Karen Marie Moning. It's her Fever series. There are 5 books in the series, and then the graphic novel. And the graphic novel comes after the 5th book in this series. That 5th book is called Shadow Fever. I believe, yes, Shadow Fever. So, yeah, Shadow Fever. So, graphic novel is the last so far. Our acts, so we have, the first act would be page 10, act 2 is page 76, and act 3 is page 124. Our story follows Mac. Here she is. Mac, real name Mackenzie, and she is our protagonist, of course. So it follows Mac mostly. She does have a partner. His name is Barons. And then she has a girl who is basically like her sister. She adopted her like her sister. Her name is Danny. You don't see Danny a whole lot in here. She's more in the books. You do see Barons. So the ultimate goal for Mac in the whole series is to find a book so that she can destroy. They are called the Princes of the Unseelie. So you have Seelie, who are fae. They're like really pretty and good looking and bright. You know, they look like pretty fairies. Big wings and a lot of light. And then you have the Unseelie, who are like dark and monsters and kind of scary. However, fae are not good. They don't really care about humans. But the Unseelie are much, much worse than the Seelie. So she wants to destroy the Unseelie princes. She also has like her own personal, bone in there, so why she wants to get rid of them. And in this world, there was the Fae dimension and our dimension, and the wall between the two broke, and so now they coexist together. However, in the graphic novel, her ultimate goal is one Unseelie. He is creating havoc, and Danny goes out to help people in regards to him, and she's searching for who he is to destroy him. She asks for Mac's help, and Mac is all gung-ho for it, and then Danny ends up being a victim, and so he actually is taking pieces of their faces. So like he took a lady's eye, and then there was just like not a hole there, it was just like a little indent. He took Mac's mouth, and then there was nothing there, like no mouth was ever there, and the people whose parts of their faces he's taking are going into comas. Or Danny's mouth, sorry, he took Danny's mouth, not Mac's. Danny's. So Mac is now desperate, and she wants to save Danny. The only way for her to do that is to find and somehow destroy or fix what this Unseelie did. So that's her goal in the graphic novel. Let's see here. The conflict in Act 2 does support her search for the Unseelie, so it does support that as well. She goes looking for him. Let me see if I can find a page. Goes looking for him. Here we go. She goes looking for him. I'm gonna say it again for the 3rd time. She goes looking for him, and then she gets caught. He actually has a trap for her, so this is all in the 2nd act. And she can't get out of it. She finds a way out of it because she's pretty awesome, because she's kind of awesome. So she finds a way out of it. And then she starts to find a way to find him. And so that kind of goes on until we hit Act 3. And they're trying to, now they know how to find him, what they need to do. And now they have to figure out how to destroy him. And she does. She destroys him, at least destroys what he wanted to do, not exactly him. But she's able to kind of fix what he did and save everybody, not just Danny. Let's see here. The story itself does have a solid arc. We've got, a clear beginning, a clear middle, and a clear end. Our very beginning is that going to be that, the Unseelie. We see him take the woman's eye, and then we see the kids run into Danny, and Danny takes him to Mac. So that's our beginning. And Mac's like, I'm all for it. Let's get this guy. And then things start to, snowball, and now Danny is in a coma. And not only Danny, but another girl named Kat, who Mac knows is in a coma, missing a piece of her face. And so it spirals into Mac is determined to find this Unseelie. And then from there, she's able to end it. He lives, but she was able to stop him and save everyone. So that was kind of the ending. Let's see. I would say Mac is the only one who has a solid character arc. I don't feel like Mac has a solid character arc. Mac really doesn't even have a solid character arc, to be honest. If she did, it would just be that she finds herself falling more in love with Barrons, who's her partner. Outside of that, she doesn't really have any way. It's just kind of the same old, same old. The way the last novel ends is very open-ended, and the same with this graphic novel. It's very open-ended. So I don't know if Cameron is done, or if, she does have an ending that she wants, or she wants it to end like this. In the novels, Mac does have an arc, but she's kind of hit that now where she's like this BA, Unseelie, awesome fighter, kick butt chick. So if we did talk about an arc, it'd be more emotional, where she's finding herself fall for Barrons, who does love her. Let's see. It does have effective transitions. It was really easy for me to read and kind of get through each panel and know my eye was pulled to where it needed to be. And we're going to talk about McLeod's ideas. So what they use, I would say they use moment to moment, scene to scene, and then action to action in here. Those are going to be the three that they use in this graphic novel. There's really not anything else. There's no... if I can find an action to action. Yeah. So then you can kind of see where we're moving forward in that. So those are going to be the three they use. It doesn't use the page as a mini comic idea, but I think that's effective for here, at least in my opinion. Like we already talked about directional flow, where I'm able to kind of look through it and know my eye is pulled to where it needs to be in order to read the comic correctly. I would recommend this to my classmates because it's nitty gritty. It's not very flowery at all. There is definitely a lot of action. There's a lot of blood. There we go. And nothing's really off limits. They talk about a lot of stuff. So if I like macabre things. This is not necessarily macabre, but it is very bloody and action-packed. If you like it, that kind of thing, then I think that you would like this. I would also recommend it to my friends, and I have. I've actually, well, not yet, but I have recommended the Fever series to my friends. I've read the Fever series, so I have definitely recommended that to my friends just because I love Karen Marie's writing. Awesome. She's a great novelist. And then I think we are at, let's see here. Okay, then we are at my fun fact. So finally we have a fun fact for this. Like I said, I have read the books prior, and I did read the books prior to this. And she's one of my favorite novelists. My sister, actually, I just got this. It's kind of funny. I just got this the beginning of this month. My sister bought it for me. And then went out. She bought this at Half Price Books. And then went out and got it signed for me from Karen Marie Moning, which was like the best thing ever. It's not even my birthday or anything. I just have an awesome sister. But when she did, and she was like, I got this for you. It's signed. I had her sign it, blah, blah, blah. She was like, but I'm going to read it first. So she hadn't read it yet. She had to read it before I got to. But it's mine. And it goes back on my bookshelf. And I finally got to read it. So, yes, fun fact. I think that's it. Okay. So, thank you. And I hope you enjoyed.